everybody, and welcome back to a new session. For balancing your human and spiritual self, especially during a spiritual awakening. This clearing session is a powerful spiritual transmission designed to release distorted beliefs, spiritual bypassing, ego traps, and resistance to being fully human. It is here to bring you back into harmony with your soul's agreement to incarnate, to remind you of the purpose and beauty of being human, and to re-establish a sacred balance between your spiritual knowing and your earthly embodiment. This session is guided by the Earth Dragon and the White Celestial Dragon, and calls upon the Divine Source, Archangels, Gaïa, Ancient Elders, Star Nations, the Angelic Orders, and all divine laws. Every phase is a deep energetic process that includes a full clearing, realignment, and example to support your integration. For the best experience and integration, it is important that you prepare yourself accordingly. Start preparing yourself by first finding a quiet place. Put yourself in a comfortable position. The lotus position can be tiring after a while, so choose a position where your body is being well supported. Take time to center yourself. Take some deep breath. You can pause the video if needed. So now let's begin with this clearing. We call upon the Divine Source, the one eternal light, origin of all things, to oversee this work in its purest truth, highest harmony, and unconditional love. We invite the Earth Dragon, ancient guardian of rooted power and embodied wisdom, to rise and hold this space in grounding and safety, anchoring all work into the crystalline heart of Gaia. We invite the White Celestial Dragon, bringer of divine clarity and cosmic remembrance, to spiral through this work, restoring connection to the soul's original light and higher path. We call upon Mother Gaia, sacred Earth Mother and elemental force of all life, to assist in receiving and transmuting all that is cleared in this session, recycling all released energy back into balance and nourishment. We invite the Archangels, Archangel Michael, to stand guard over this space, dissolving all cords of illusion and shielding all participants from harm or interference. Archangel Raphael, to flood this work with emerald healing light across all timelines. Archangel Gabriel, to bring truth and divine purpose into every cell of the being. Archangel Uriel, to illuminate all that must be seen for soul growth and karmic resolution. Archangel Tzadkiel, to guide the sacred flame of transmutation and forgiveness. Archangel Metatron, to ensure divine alignment and cosmic order. Archangel Sandalphon, to harmonize all frequencies into the earth realm and into our human journey. We welcome the presence of the angelic orders, the cherubim, seraphim, and thrones, who hold the vibrational harmonics of the divine source. We call upon the ascended masters who walk the bridge between spirit and form, those in service to human and soul evolution. We invite the ancient elders of light, the star nations of divine alignment, and the cosmic councils of truth to witness and assist this work in accordance with cosmic law. We call in the spirit of water to move through every layer of being, clearing, purifying, and flowing all energies to their rightful place in divine order. We call upon the law of karma, the universal laws, and the law of divine timing to guide and regulate this session with perfect balance, fairness, and timing. We now welcome the higher self, soul council, and divine intelligence of each participant to lead the personal process of healing, release, and integration. We ask that all negative influences, manipulations, and interferences are now removed from this sacred space, to their rightful place. May this clearing is effective across all realities, dimensions, and timelines, from the beginning of creation until now, and everywhere these energies exist. May this clearing proceed in perfect harmony with divine will. And so it is. beloved souls walking the earth. We speak now to the courageous ones, the ones who chose to descend into this world of form, into skin and bone, into breath and heartbeat. You, who carry the spark of the divine, dared to step into the sacred vessel of humanity. And that choice alone, is a testament to your power. To be human is not a fall from grace. It is the ultimate act of bravery. You entered a realm of duality, where light and shadow dance together, where love is tested, and pain is felt deeply. You came knowing that you would forget who you truly are, only to find yourself again through the fires of experience. You came to feel, to grieve, to rage, to rejoice, to grow through the breaking, to bloom through the ache. You knew it would be hard. You knew it would demand everything. And still, you came. This path is not for the faint of heart. It is for the warriors of spirit. It is for those who could have stayed in bliss, but instead said, I will go. I will bring light to the dark. I will remember love in the places that have forgotten it. I will live as a bridge between heaven and earth. To be human is to hold paradox in your hands, to cry and still create beauty, to feel despair and still offer kindness, to fall and rise and fall again. This is not weakness. This is divine strength. Every scar you carry, seen or unseen, is proof that you showed up for the sacred assignment. Every tear you shed waters the ground of your becoming. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every loss, you walked through it with a courage most beings will never understand. You, dear human soul, are not small. You are vast. You are radiant. You are the divine made flesh. So let us honor this journey, not as something to transcend or escape, but as something holy. Let us remember, heaven is not above you. It is within you. It is woven into your very breath. It lives in the way you love, in the way you rise, in the way you choose again and again to keep going. Today, we bow to you, to your strength, to your heart, to your sacred, messy, powerful, beautiful human life. Thank you for choosing this path. Thank you for walking it with such grace and grit. You are the miracle. You are the light. You are what the stars look down upon and whisper, there walks a God in human form. We start the session with clearing the spiritual ego and superiority complex. The spiritual ego can subtly hijack genuine spiritual growth by creating the illusion of being more awakened, more evolved, or more advanced than others. This part targets the inner programs that measure one's worth based on spiritual knowledge, gifts, or experiences. It releases any superiority complex that causes separation, judgment, or disconnection from the shared human journey. True enlightenment is humble and grounded in compassion, not hierarchy. Spiritual superiority often hides unhealed wounds, unmet needs, or a desire to bypass deeper inner work. Like when a person who regularly judged others as unawakened, feeling pride in their own meditations, healings, and inner visions. This part clears the need to prove or preach, making way for a deeper peace to arise, recognizing that we are all walking each other home, each soul in their perfect timing. We now call upon Divine Source, the One Eternal Light, the Earth Dragon, guardian of grounded wisdom, the White Celestial Dragon, bearer of divine truth and remembrance, Mother Gaïa, to absorb and transmute all released density, Archangel Michael, to sever all, clear and dissolve all cords of superiority and false hierarchy. Archangel Zadkiel, to assist in deep forgiveness of self and others. Archangel Metatron, to restore divine order and inner humility. The angelic orders, including the seraphim and thrones, to recalibrate the frequency of the soul. The higher self and soul council of the participant to lead this clearing with complete sovereignty. With their assistance, we now ask for the full removal of all energetic programs, implants, beliefs, and distortions tied to spiritual ego and superiority across all timelines, lifetimes, dimensions, and incarnations. Let all masks of better than, all false spiritual identities, elitist thought patterns, and attachments to being seen as more advanced or awakened, be fully dissolved. All comparison to others' journeys, all internal hierarchies of worthiness based on spiritual ability, all judgments against those perceived as less evolved, are now drawn out of the field. Let any soul contracts, oaths, or initiations from mystery schools, past lives, or timelines where power was gained through hierarchy or domination be fully revoked and dissolved, in alignment with the soul's highest truth and the law of karma. The Earth Dragon anchors this release into Gaïa. The white celestial dragon breathes divine truth into all cells. Archangel Michael seals the field with protection. All energy is returned to divine neutrality or sent for healing. Only the true essence remains. This is now sealed, integrated, and completed in full alignment with the higher self, divine source, the law of karma, and the cosmic laws. We continue with clearing spiritual bypassing. Spiritual bypassing occurs when spiritual ideas, tools, or practices are used to avoid dealing with emotional wounds, trauma, personal responsibility, or karmic patterns. It often looks like denying or suppressing pain in the name of love and light, avoiding accountability by saying everything is perfect, or using spiritual superiority to avoid shadow work. This behavior may seem harmless or even enlightened on the surface, but it can lead to deep disconnection from one's human journey, from truth, and from true healing. It also suppresses unresolved pain into the subconscious or energetic body, where it can manifest later as confusion, illness, disconnection, or blocked growth. For an example, a person who lost a loved one deeply grieves, but instead of processing this pain, they quickly say, it was their soul contract. Everything happens for a reason. I'm fine. They push the grief down, attend more spiritual workshops, and distract themselves with meditation, but they never let themselves cry, scream, or break. Over time, they feel more numb and disconnected from others. Their body begins to feel heavy. Their inner child starts to act out in dreams. In this part, the bypassing is revealed, not to blame, but to free. It releases the shield built through spiritual platitudes and finally holds space for sadness. The spirit of water helps to cry. Archangel Raphael holds your heart. The earth dragon steadies you as your humanness returns. The realization that comes is that spiritual strength includes vulnerability, and that true healing comes not from skipping pain, but from walking through it with divine support. We now call forth the divine source, the earth dragon, the white celestial dragon, Mother Gaia. and the full presence of the Archangels, Angelic Orders, Ascended Masters, Ancient Elders of Light, Star Nations, and Cosmic Councils of Truth. Let all veils of denial, illusion, and avoidance born from spiritual bypassing be fully illuminated now. With the assistance of Archangel Uriel and the Cosmic Councils of Truth, let all unconscious patterns of bypassing be gently but powerfully revealed. White Celestial Dragon, spiral through the soul light and dissolve any energetic structures built upon avoidance of pain, karma, or emotion through the misuse of spiritual teachings. Earth Dragon, anchor all release deep into the heart of Gaia. Let the spirit of water now cleanse all layers of the emotional body where grief, trauma, or pain have been ignored or denied. Archangel Zadkiel, pour the violet flame into these bypassed spaces to transmute avoidance into truth, evasion into self-ownership, and denial into divine courage. We call upon the law of karma and the law of divine timing to regulate this clearing in full harmony with the soul's path. Let any identities, roles, or masks based on false spiritual purity now dissolve and return to source. Let this being now fully embody the strength to face their healing journey with compassion and clarity. And so it is. Let's go to releasing the need to spiritually awaken or influence others. This phase releases the energetic patterns of trying to make others awaken, change their beliefs, or follow a certain spiritual path. These intentions often stem from love or urgency, especially when one feels they've discovered a truth they want to share. But without consent, this becomes a subtle violation of free will and divine timing. Trying to awaken others before their soul is ready can cause friction, resistance, or even spiritual trauma. It may also reflect a hidden discomfort within ourselves, a need to feel validated or safe in our beliefs if others agree with us. Like when someone has gone through a deep awakening. Their heart expands and they want others, especially family or a partner, to experience the same freedom. They talk constantly about consciousness, send articles and videos, and become frustrated when others don't respond. Over time, they feel drained and disconnected. This part releases the pressure to change anyone. When you stop pushing, your relationships soften. Others begin to open up naturally, drawn to the calm in your energy rather than the urgency in their words. The soul chose this incarnation for a reason, to experience and elevate the physical. In truth, every soul awakens in perfect divine timing. Trusting this process allows us to embody our own light without projecting it onto others. We shift from doing to being, and our energy becomes an invitation instead of a push. I now call upon the divine source, the Earth Dragon, the White Celestial Dragon, Mother Gaia, the Archangels, Angelic Orders, Ascended Masters, Ancient Elders, Star Nations, the Cosmic Councils of Truth, and the Law of Divine Timing to witness and regulate this phase. Archangel Sandalphon, bring harmony to all frequencies within us that feel others must awaken or follow the path we walk. White Celestial Dragon, dissolve all mental or energetic blueprints that push spiritual teachings upon others without consent. Clear all energetic forcing, even if well-intentioned. Earth Dragon, root us in the truth that each soul has its own perfect path. Anchor this knowing deep into our being. Archangel Zadkiel, release all guilt or urgency tied to not being able to help someone see what we see. transmute all burdens of spiritual responsibility that do not belong to us. Archangel Uriel, illuminate all places where we have bypassed trust in divine timing and tried to control another's awakening. Spirit of water, cleanse all emotional attachments, pride, or projections related to needing others to awaken. We now surrender all need to interfere with or influence another's path. We trust each soul's journey and choose to honor divine will, not impose our own. We reclaim our role as a lighthouse, not a lifeguard. May our presence shine with peace, not pressure. And so it is. So now let's head to clearing the urge to escape or rush through the human experience. In spiritual awakening, many begin to feel disillusioned with the density, pain, and limitations of human life. Some wish to go home, avoid emotional responsibility, or spiritually bypass discomfort. Others rush to transcend their humanity, striving to become enlightened, psychic, or high-frequency beings, all while rejecting the lessons their human life was divinely designed to teach. This creates imbalance. True ascension comes not from fleeing the human path, but from embracing it fully with presence, patience, and love. For example, when a person in deep spiritual awakening finds themselves meditating for hours a day, wishing they could ascend and leave the world behind, they feel tired of human emotion, work, and relationships, and long only for stillness and divine connection. Without realizing it, they begin neglecting their body, family, and soul lessons. This clearing releases the unconscious belief that the human experience is a punishment or obstacle, helping to stop rushing toward a higher plane and instead begin to honor our incarnation, knowing we are not failing by being human, but fulfilling one of the highest paths a soul can walk. We now call upon the divine source, the earth dragon, the white celestial dragon, Mother Gaïa, Archangels Michael and Uriel, the spirit of water, and the higher self and soul council of each participant. With their assistance, we ask the full and permanent removal of the belief that being human is lesser, unimportant, or unworthy. The urge to escape this incarnation, return home, or avoid emotional responsibility. All frequencies of rushing spiritual evolution to avoid pain, karma, or healing. The imprint that higher realms are better than the earth path. All vows, contracts, or soul-level decisions to bypass the human journey. All trauma stored in the body around being incarnated on earth. Any internalized rejection of the human body, form, timeline, or purpose. Any energetic residue from teachings or systems that devalue embodiment. Spirit of water, purify all layers. Earth dragon, root this clearing deep into Gaia. White celestial dragon, restore remembrance of the soul's purpose for choosing this path. Divine source, seal all removal in unconditional love and balance. Let all released energy be returned to source or transmuted by Gaia. Let the human journey be reclaimed as sacred. Now we continue with taking full accountability without spiritual excuses. Some misuse spiritual beliefs like karma or soul contracts to excuse harmful behavior. This phase clears those distortions and restores true accountability while still recognizing higher laws. Like, for example, a person who hurts another and says it's their karma will be shown the importance of responsibility, healing, and repair. With the law of karma, Archangel Zadkiel, and the star nations, we now remove all patterns of using spiritual reasoning to avoid taking responsibility. Clear contracts of bypassing harm, deflection of consequences, or superiority over human law. Anchor divine justice, humility, and a willingness to make amends. And so it is. Let's end this session with embracing the shadow and physical lessons. Spiritual growth includes confronting pain, healing wounds, and learning through real experiences. This phase clears the idea that spiritual evolution can be achieved only through light, avoiding the shadow or physical lessons. Someone who avoids all conflict or sadness, thinking it lowers their vibration, will be guided to understand that facing shadow is part of true light work. With the Earth Dragon, ancient elders of light, and Gaïa, we now transmute all patterns of rejecting darkness, pain, or difficulty as unnecessary. Anchor the remembrance that soul evolution is born of the whole experience: light, shadow, love, and challenge. Beloved soul, you stand now at the threshold between all that has been and all that is yet to come. Take a breath. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the pulse of life moving through you. You are ready. The path ahead may ask much of you. It may stretch you, shape you, challenge you. But hear this now, and let it land deep within. You were born for this. You carry within your spirit the memory of stars, the strength of oceans, the wisdom of countless lifetimes. There is nothing ahead of you that is greater than what lives within you. You will not walk alone. The earth walks with you. The dragons walk with you. The angels and ancestors surround you. The divine breathes beside you, closer than your own heartbeat. Let every step forward be a sacred offering. Let every fear be transformed into prayer. Let every unknown be met with trust. You do not need to know the whole way, only the next step. And when you take it, the path will rise to meet you. Trust the timing. Trust the unfolding. Trust yourself. You are not falling, you are rising. You are not breaking, you are becoming. You are not lost, you are being guided home. So now, with the blessing of the earth and sky, with the guardians of light by your side. With your soul awakened and your heart open, step forward. Walk with courage. Walk with reverence. Walk knowing you are not just moving into the future. You are moving into your destiny. And so it is. Beloved Divine Source, Earth Dragon, White Celestial Dragon, Mother Gaia, and all holy beings of light who have walked with us through this sacred session, we bow in reverence and gratitude. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Zadkiel, Metatron, and Sandalphon, the angelic orders, cherubim, seraphim, and thrones, the ascended masters, the ancient elders of light, the star nations, and the cosmic councils of truth. We honor the spirit of water for purifying all levels of memory and imprint. We thank the law of karma, the universal laws, and the law of divine timing for restoring balance, truth, and harmony. To the higher self, soul council, and divine intelligence of each participant, we acknowledge your perfect orchestration in all phases of this session. We now seal this clearing across all timelines, dimensions, incarnations, parallel realities, ancestral lines, soul fragments, and cellular memories. Let all cleared energies be permanently removed and returned to Divine Source or transmuted by Gaia. Let all integrations continue gently with grace and divine support. May all beings be free to walk the sacred path of being fully human and fully divine. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is.